Let's talk about Gears Esports for a moment, shall we? Gears Esports, in my opinion, is one of the best esports out there in the world. Now, obviously, I'm biased because I am a massive Gears of War fan. I've been a fan for a long time, guys. Obviously, getting Gears of War, the original, with my Xbox 360 when I had purchased that, a number of years ago, saved up an entire summer to buy an Xbox 360, and was like fate. Gears of War was the game that came with it. And ever since then, I have loved the Gears of War franchise. Have there been peaks and valleys? Absolutely. Have there been issues along the journey? Of course, just like any franchise out there. I don't care if you're Gears of War, StarCraft, Call of Duty. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be peaks and valleys with any title out there. That being said, when Gears Esports was introduced, guys, it was a really special thing, and I had seen this vision that of where it could potentially go in the future. What really felt like the WWE of esports. I mean, just from the trash talk to the incredible moments to those highlight reels to all kinds of just great memories overall of Gears Esports as a whole. I thought to myself, this is something that could really go somewhere really special. I think back to when Hex, who was obviously the owner of the CEO of Optic Gaming, he saw something in Call of Duty when Halo was at its peak, a number of years ago, and Call of Duty was, they just had some side stations for Call of Duty. Hex went in and was watching Halo, and as he was watching it, thought to himself, man, I would love to see Call of Duty be like this one day. And now you see Call of Duty, they got the COD League. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? What they've been able to accomplish over the years with some hard work, dedication, and a belief in the product, in the game, and things of that nature. They've had their issues, and there's no doubt about it. Halo, which was once at the top, had fallen in a major way over the years, and now it's kind of coming back into the fray. Not quite to where Call of Duty is, but still it's coming back. With Gears of War, I feel like it never had that moment where it was like a Halo or a Call of Duty. Like it didn't have really its moment where it could be at the very top of the shooter genre as we know it. Now, there's a number of reasons for that, guys. Could it be, obviously more mature audiences are watching Gears of War. It's, more graphic and things of that nature, the trash talk in a number of ways. But I still think that there's definitely an audience here. And so I want to definitely do my part in trying to help Gears of War as a whole, guys, because that's what we really, at the end of the day, Gears of War is what we need to see, become sustainable over the long term. Gears Esports is a part of that, and I think it's very important that Gears Esports is a part of this thing moving forward. That being said, though, we got some sad news about Gears Esports, but I'm going to give you guys, even though it's unfortunate news that came out, I'm going to give you guys, my thoughts on this, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So with that being said, we got a program update, guys, from Gears Esports. Obviously, they went ahead, they tweeted out, that being the official Gears Esports Twitter account, saying today Coalition Gears is announcing that this will be the final season of Gears Esports. Now, that being said, the program update is after 2.5 years of near constant Gears 5 action, today the Coalition is announcing that this will be the final season of Gears Esports as we shift our focus to future projects. This marks the culmination of several years of Gears Esports competition across multiple titles, with thousands of players competing in hundreds of events across the world. While the global pandemic cut short our plans for live events, we're proud that through the support of our community and partners, we've been able to successfully continue the program throughout the last 2 years. As we announced last year, the Coalition is working hard on the future of Gears, but we won't be talking about that anytime soon. Make sure to stay connected with Gears of War on Twitter for future announcements. In the meantime, we have lots going on this season with the spring and summer majors, female tournaments, and of course, more watch and win rewards. We'll also be using the coming weeks to celebrate Gears Esports and look back on some of the great moments we've had together over the years. Finally, we'd like to thank everyone in the community who has played, watched, cheered, worked, or supported Gears Esports. We've had fun, and we hope you have too. So to me, guys, this is a message saying not so much goodbye forever, but see you later. Like, we'll see you later. We'll see you at some point. Like, the reason why I'm saying that, guys, is because, number one, so the Coalition is announcing that this will be the final season, but they're going to be, as they shift their focus to future projects. So what that tells me is, obviously, they're working, whether we're talking the future of Gears, they're talking about the new IP that they're working on other things, right? Obviously. Now, that being said, though, what we got here, a couple of paragraphs down from there, is, as we announced last year, the Coalition is working hard on the future of Gears, but we won't be talking about that anytime soon. Now, that is something that's really interesting to me, because the future of Gears, to say that Gears Esports is not a part of that future in some way, shape, or form, it wouldn't really make sense to me. Now, unless they're just saying that they don't want Gears Esports anymore, they just want Gears to be like its own thing. It'll be kind of just a game that you play. You can play competitively, but I feel that, esports really helps games grow in a major way over time if it's properly supported and things of that nature. So, do I think that Gears Esports is done forever? I do not. I believe that Gears Esports will be coming back whenever that next continuation of Gears is, which obviously we're thinking it's going to be Gear 6, which could be coming in 2024 or 2025. A Gears of War collection would be really interesting, because maybe that's something that kind of gets that competitive fire stirred up in the community once again. Not saying that they would launch Gears Esports again with the Gears of War collection, but I think that there would be other tournaments that would come out with the Gears of War collection, and then they can really ramp up Gears Esports that with the comeback in Gear 6. It's a really interesting thing, guys, and I think for me, my thoughts on this are it's very important that Gears Esports continues to exist with the next iterations of Gears of War. I understand that it didn't work out in a huge way with Gears 5, and obviously it's there's been issues from a development perspective, but also a community perspective. I feel the backlash the community has given the Coalition has been unwarranted. I believe that the Coalition, what they've done on their end, obviously I don't feel like they supported Gears Esports enough or listened to the community as well as the Gears pros. Obviously these are pro players, guys. They should be listening and really getting feedback from the players as well. So it's kind of one of those things. I feel that we need to coexist, though, come to a really happy medium. A lot of the players were obviously demanding salaries and things of that nature. And I think a lot of these things kind of hurt the scene over time because they were asking for way more than maybe what they should be getting, because Gears of War wasn't like a massive esport yet, right? And so they're looking at games like Call of Duty and some of these big titles, seeing what those salaries are, and so they're thinking that they deserve that in Gears of War, when really what needs to happen is that we got to build out Gears of War. We're not there yet. We're not Halo yet. We're not Call of Duty yet. We got to have to build this thing. Because now, look, Gears Esports is going to be gone. And when it is, a lot of these pros are going to be probably, whether they're moving on to other games or they end up having to go get actual, other jobs and things of that nature. It's hard to say, but all it takes, guys, is us as the community as well as the developers, that being the Coalition, to really come to a happy medium where we're like everyone's kind of like within unison of one another. And I think it's easier said than done, but I think it's very possible that that's something that can happen. Do I believe that this is the end of Gears Esports? I do not. I think it's going to come back. I believe that it's going to come back in a major way, but it's really going to come down to us as the community echoing these things into existence that we need. And I think that there needs to be more of a communication between us and the Coalition. I think that's very, very important moving forward, because obviously, guys, could Gears Esports be done forever? It's possible, but I think the moves that we make now are going to help see what we want in the future of Gears happen, but it's going to come down to us, and the communication with the Coalition has to be better moving forward. But that being said, guys, that's my thoughts on the Gears Esports situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about Gears Esports? And do you think this is something that's done forever, or do you think it'll come back at some point in the future? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Gears Esports content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.